How's it going, guys? My name's Aaron. I'm from Des Moines, Iowa. I just wanted to tell you guys a little bit about myself real quick. I owned a construction business for 6 years since I was 19. I primarily did flooring installation. It was a trade service. I know a lot of you guys are trade service providers, and I'm trying to give you guys some good free information about Craigslist, in which you guys could be doing a little bit better that some of the bigger companies are doing on Craigslist. So getting into that, I'm just going to hop straight into it. So right now you're going to figure out information about Craigslist that you might already know, but this is probably going to help benefit a lot of you guys, and making sure that all your posts that you have on here are doing this. So like I said, I'm a carpet installer, so I'm just going to hop straight into my trade and show you guys some examples here. So, carpet installation. Actually, let's start off with tree trimming, because I know there's a couple of you guys out there. So I'm going to go ahead and start typing in, let's go here to tree. So if someone comes here and they're looking for tree removal or tree trimming, something like that, you see, as soon as they start typing tree removal, tree service, tree trimming, and trees pop up here. So if people in the community are coming here looking for your type of services, let's say you offer tree removal and tree trimming, they're going to click on one of these. So let's just go ahead and click on one of these, and I'll show you guys the guys that are doing it right here in Des Moines in central Iowa. So this guy right here, I've already clicked on this one earlier, and this is a very, very good example of somebody that is doing it right. So you can see in his title, he had two of the keywords, tree trimming and tree removal. And like I said, these are the words that pop up directly when tree removal and tree trimming. That's what pops up when people start to type in his service. So if you, let's say you offer painting, you come in here and just start to type in paint, and these are the keywords you need to have in your title and in your content of your ad. So the content of your ad is what, I'll just go ahead and click on this guy's tree removal, but you'll actually see this guy has it in here: tree trimming, tree removal, hedge trimming, hedge removal, and those are right in his ad. So that way, Craigslist isn't trying to trick you, but it is a little bit tricky to figure out how it works. And how it works is based off of keywords. And keywords are words that are specific to your service. So you come in here and figure out, tree trimming, tree removal, painters, as soon as you start putting it in, even like this is the list I use to do everything. So you can just type in P, and literally it'll give you a list of all the services with P that pop up: pressure washing, power washing, pool and Pokemon, just ignore those, plumbing, plumber, photography, personal trainer, pavers, painting, painter, paint. So if you're offering a service, you guys need to make sure that these keywords are in your ad, and be putting them up all the time. For me, is carpet. So I go in here and put carpet in, and you can see, boom, carpet install. Now this was really tricky for me, because when I first started my business, I was like, oh, carpet installation, I'm offering flooring installation. So a lot of my ads would say, flooring installation, free estimates, or something along that line. But now you can see this guy here, he did it, he's doing exactly what kind of what I did, which was put carpet installation, but no one really looks that up, because they start to type it in and carpet install pops up. So they're going to go, boom, carpet install. So you can see here, he kind of gave in just like I did and put carpet install in his actual title. So you can see here, carpet install, carpet install, carpet install. And like I said, it's also in the body of your ads. Like this one here says basement finishing, but what they'll have is they'll have the word carpet install in the content of their ad, so you're able to see it. So you can see here it says floor installation, carpet, sheet vinyl, all that good stuff. So if that's something you guys aren't doing, hopefully this will help. Go to Craigslist and figure out what your guys' keywords are and make sure you're putting those in every single day. The other thing I want to tell you guys about is My Trade Services in Des Moines and what we kind of are as a group of local service providers. And you can go to mytradeservices.com and view a list of our service providers and what they do here, and how we're helping connect people. This is something me and a group of people created. That way we could kind of eliminate all the spam on Craigslist. Craigslist has a lot of fake accounts on there, and a lot of the fake accounts are marketers that know what they're doing. So they're taking jobs from you guys, and these could be people out of state and you don't even realize it. But they're taking, you know, jobs away from you guys because they know how to put in these keywords very nicely. So yeah, go to Craigslist, figure out what your keywords are, and help do that. The other thing I want to talk about is what customers kind of expect and how I got to a point. I'll go ahead and turn around and talk to you guys for a second. A lot of people understand, they'll say, hey, I don't feel like I can make enough money off this, or, I don't know what to charge, or if you don't know what to charge, go figure out what people are charging around in the area. Because I worked through a store, and they were charging 30 cents a square foot for install, which was crazy low. I'll tell you right now, I charged double that. And that's what most stores actually charge. But what I was getting paid was 30 cents a square foot. So what I did is I went into my store, I was like, I pretty much asked the managers, hey, what are you guys going out and bidding on the jobs? And they said, oh, we're charging between like 50 and 60 cents a square foot, depending on the customers. If it's a low-end customer, we'll charge them 50 cents. If we know it's a high-end customer, we'll charge them 60 cents. And then I was going, this was for the installation. This was for the service. It wasn't for the product or anything. And I went, I was kind of confused because it's like, that's double what you guys are paying us. And then on top of that, you guys are selling materials and products. So I was, and they make a couple $100,000 off of the products. So I was so confused on why I was getting paid half to work through a store. Not only that, I was supplying my own insurance, my own health care. I had commercial vehicle insurance, which was required, workman's comp, all these things, and I had to have my own LLC, my own business, but I was working for a company that wasn't giving me the full benefits of owning my own business. Basically, I paid for my own business to get the price of an employee, or to get paid like an employee, which was not right. And if you guys are in that situation, I encourage you to, hop into some of this marketing and figure out how to get your business out there, because you should be making double the money. And part of that is, people go, making double the money, that doesn't sound right. It sounds like you're overcharging people. It's not. I'm charging, what I do is I charge the same thing local stores would charge, like Sherwin-Williams, Nebraska Furniture Mart, Floors Direct, Flooring America. I would charge exactly what they were charging, except for the difference was I was meeting with the customers. It was 30 minutes a day. I'd go to one measure a day, take 30 minutes, and I would meet with them, do the measure, and then from there, for one 30-minute meeting, I doubled what I was making on a job. So I doubled my income by having a 30-minute meeting every day. And, a lot of you guys are independent, and you know how that goes. You guys know that you could charge kind of what you want at a fair price. If you overcharge, I tried going up on my price a little bit more because I was getting up in quality of work. But there comes a point where you want to be around like that 70% close rate with your services. So there was a point where I was like, okay, this was just not, I wasn't getting as many jobs closed as I'd like. So I came back down to the standard for Des Moines, which was around 60 cents a square foot, and it started getting me, the opportunity to expand and hire on more guys to work with me and all that other stuff. One other thing, I'm trying to keep this really short, but I offer a free spreadsheet to you guys. So if I sent you either text or called you and you're watching this video now, I want to share with you guys a free template, and I'll show you guys what this looks like. And this is one of the main reasons I was able to close more jobs, and I'll show you that here. And what I'm going to send you guys is a blank slate of this, so that way you guys could kind of put something in here. So it'll have the basic outline here, but all this information you could change, like the measure or estimate by, change it to your information, and you can put in this was my home location, where my LLC was registered to. And then what it had was just my pricing for each individual thing. And like repairs here, I'd leave blank because, repairs were something that I didn't know what to charge. So you guys could leave a couple areas blank for, let's say you're doing painting and your price per square foot to paint bedrooms is $1 something a square foot, but then your price to paint cabinets is a little bit higher. But then let's say they wanted something like really special, like a hand railing or something like that. You could leave a couple of spaces here open so you could put in different types of service charges. And what this does is, if you guys don't do this, I'd send one of these out to every one of my customers. And this is why I would get my jobs, is because, well, there's like 3 reasons why. One would be I would send them information about, about my business. So this had all my contact information on it, so they knew where to find me if I fucked up the job. And excuse my language, but yeah, if I did something wrong, they know, and that's something you got to take pride in. You got to take pride in your work. And then the other thing is, they knew that I wasn't just throwing some random number out there, that I actually had reasons for why I was charging what I was charging. Like I said, carpet installation, it's base 60 cents a square foot. You go down to Menards and pick up a price sheet, you're going to see 60 cents a square foot. So I wasn't overcharging. The only thing I was doing was getting my full potential out of these jobs. I wasn't letting the store take any of my money. And that's the way it should be. So like I say, this 30-minute meeting, like I said, it was a $445 job. It didn't take all that long to go over all that information with somebody. And with having a spreadsheet like this, I would send this out, like I said, to all my customers, but then also I would give them some information about my business. And so I'm going to go back and talk to you guys about my trade services real quick. This is a website we created in Des Moines to help you guys connect better with the community. And I'll show you guys a little bit. Here's Derek's Landscapes, and Craigslist is not doing this for you guys. I can show you guys here how people can contact with Derek's Landscapes. They're able to either direct phone call him, or they could send them an email message directly. They also will have access to his Facebook and Instagram, and then we provide information about their business. So it says services provided. It's a little bit, this was his personal thing he wanted to put on here, saying don't waste your time calling a big company, get your outrageous bids, they have superior work, that was his own personal thing. And then also at the bottom here, this is how you guys need to land more jobs, because they don't just want somebody randomly walking in their house, giving them a piece of paper saying this is $1,000. They kind of want to know that you guys have done this before, and that they're getting what they paid for. So if they came here for Derek's Landscapes, they could see his previous work. I like this one here too. You could just see how he went from a shed to a shed with a nice rock around it, creating a retaining wall, all that good stuff. And this would take the question out of Derek's whether he was qualified to do the work or not, because he's able to show this information to him. So if you guys aren't doing this on Craigslist either, make sure you guys are, putting in your ads good photos of what you guys have to offer. And I'll go ahead and show you guys another one. Jordan Patton, he's a barber here in Des Moines, and just says basic information about his stuff, and then you could see, like I said, you could see all his photos of his work. Not all of his photos, but photos of his work, so you could see that he's good at what he does. And then Fantastic Finishes, they do drywall and painting, and like I said, you can see photos of their work, and it lets you get a feel for it. So just to tell you guys that's a little bit about My Trade Services. And if you guys want to come here and get a profile like this, you go to mytradeservices.com, and then you could click on List My Business Services, and it'll pull up a registration form here, and we'll build you a profile. Now, this does cost money. It costs $50 a month. And just hold on. Guys, this is $50 a month to create a profile for you guys that will help you show how good you are at your services, and help you guys land more jobs. Now, it took me years to figure out what customers kind of wanted, how to get from a point where I was landing like 20% of my jobs I'd bid to where I'd land like 90% of my jobs. And this was by showing good quality work to them and showing quality work. So I was able to show them photos and videos of work, giving them a proper estimate, which was a piece of paper or an email with a template like I showed you guys, where it had all my charges on it, or direct referral from somebody. So if you guys are more interested, go ahead and give me a call or text. Thanks.